Hi there friends, I hope you are well. A Coast Guard has now called off a search for an American man who was only 20 years old who jumped off the Royal Caribbean Liberty of the Sea. So as you can see in this picture here, the ships are huge and you can see from the 11th deck is where he jumped, and you can see that there is a distance from the jump to the ocean. So apparently the argument occurred, and as a result of the argument and getting angry, the man said to his dad that he'd fix the problem right now, and then that's when he took a run and leap from the ship. Now, as you can see, he jumped from the 11th deck right through down to the ocean, and you can see it's a big drop. Those ships are massive. And so obviously that caused panic. People were panicked. People were saying stop the boat. The parents were shouting stop the boat. And the problem with boats is, from what I've understood and heard, is that when they stop the boat, it doesn't stop immediately. It takes some time. And I even heard a content creator saying it can take up to a mile before they actually can put the boat to complete stop. This is the young man who is missing, and sadly, as I said at the beginning of this video, they have been searching for this young man. He has not been found, and so the Coast Guards have now called off the search. However, his dad still believes that he could be alive. Now, on the ship, there is over 4,000 passengers on board. Now, oddly, in this situation, most people didn't know about what had happened with the young lad going overboard until the next day, when the captain then read the news over the ship's PA system. I don't know why they wouldn't say anything. I'm not sure if, obviously, with the boat halting and obviously rescue boats coming out wouldn't have, I don't know, triggered something in the passengers to think something wasn't right, something was going on. But it's odd to me that they wouldn't say anything to the passengers till the next day, because it's not something that I think that should be kept secret. And a lot of people said, the ones that did know, they were sort of looking over from their balconies if they had an outside cabin, to see if they could see any signs of the young boy in the sea from where they were actually sleeping. Now, the row was supposed to have been over the fact that the dad wasn't impressed with this young man's drinking, and that's what fueled the argument. However, people that were staying in the cabin next to them had said that they didn't hear any rows, they didn't hear any fights at all. They just seemed normal, happy people. There was nothing untowards towards the family at all, and it was just on this occasion that they had this row about the drinking. So here's a little fact for you in regards to cruise ships. More than 400 passengers are known to have fallen into the sea from cruise liners in the past 30 years. And that's according to the Watchdog Cruise Junkie. Now, I suppose over 30 years, 400 is 400 too many, but I don't know why I expected that number to be higher. And of those who fell overboard, only 28% of those actually came out alive. It's, if you fall overboard from a cruise ship, the chances are you're going to have broken most of your bones in your body, and you're probably going to drown very quickly, if not cold water shock. If not, you're going to float, and because obviously, like we know, the ship doesn't stop immediately, so there's a very good chance that you could actually get lost. Now, there is a special system that the Royal Caribbean and many other cruise agencies do not have, and this is and it's a requirement to actually install the automatic man overboard system, and is required by the cruise vessel. from the Cruise Vessel Security and Safety Act of 2010, and they yet have that to put in. And this is state of the art, and this is a motion detection, video and infrared technology and radar, and this instantly detects when someone goes over the rails of the ship, but also it can then track the person's movements in the water even at night time, which would be invaluable for trying to recover them, because obviously, you know, if they do survive a fall but then they start being taken with the tide, this device would make sense to have. So I don't understand why they wouldn't have this on all of their ships, and I'm hoping that this is something that they are going to now install. And why hasn't it been forced upon them and made a requirement? It is said that without this system, chances of locating somebody who is in the water, if they have survived, is like finding a needle in a haystack. Come on, Royal Caribbean and you other cruise companies, install this technical equipment. It's important. So the dad has come out and said that he thinks that his son is still alive off the coast of the Bahamas because he is an expert diver. So guys, let me know what your thoughts are on this situation. Have you ever been on a cruise ship that has had someone go overboard? Have you ever been on a cruise full stop? I haven't, and one day that's something that I do plan to do. Cases like this kind of put me off, although this was self-inflicted with the young lad going overboard. It wasn't an accident, but some of these are accidents.